Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to do Rachel's challenge today. And it is mini wraparound notebooks, if I remember correctly. You know how my memory is. Now, it's 2:30 now, so like quarter after be our 45 minutes, because I'm not going to bring my phone over here and set a timer. These are some large checks and promissory notes and things that I printed off from, I could never remember the name of it, but I'll put it in the links below so you can go over and check that out. I'll put where I got these. It is a store off of Etsy. I was just looking at this one. This is 1903. Isn't that something? Huge. July. $1.50. That was probably a lot of money back then, wasn't it? Okay, we're going to fold these up. I think this is the way she did it. She folded it up on the bottom, and then she folded it over at the top a little bit. And you leave a little bit of room between your fold and the top of this, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and fold mine, and then we'll kind of get started. I like that on top of that one, so I'm going to leave that there. And this is a little small one. Some of them are huge, and then some of them are small. I like that they're all sizes, and I believe I got like, I don't know, 17 pages, I want to say. Maybe 7. I don't know how many pages. A bunch of pages. Let's see. That's going to be upside down. Is that going to matter to me? If I put it this way, it's not going to matter to me. I'll cover it up with something if I don't like it. But that's okay. Gold. And I didn't pull out many because I knew that I probably would not get time to do them all. Alright, I think on this one I'm going to have the ship the right way up because we don't want to sink a ship today, do we? Okay. That, and then fold that over. Okay, I think I got 2 more that I pulled out, and I am just gonna do this one the right way up too. Of course, this will be upside down, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna cover these and do all kinds of stuff to them, so it doesn't matter. Oh, this one's stuck to my table. My table needs a desperate clean. I've got glue and ink and everything else on it, and I haven't stopped long enough lately to give it a good clean, so we need to do that. Okay, where's my bone folder? There you go. And you may hear a clap of lightning in a minute. And my mother called it a clap. I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but that's what some of us southern people say, clap of lightning. I was filming a little bit ago, and it was sunny outside. I didn't even think that it was gonna do anything, and all of a sudden, it was like it hit right outside somewhere, and I jumped and screamed on the video. So I may try to cut that out, and I may leave it in. So you'll know if you watch the video whether I left it in or took it out. I'm just reinforcing my score lines on these. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. What she did was, she took just some scrap paper from various places, and that's what I have here, just some different scraps. And she made some pages to go inside here. So, that's what we're going to do. I am going to just judge that one a little bit here. That looks like it's the right width. So, all I'll do is take my, let's see. We'll take this and trim it off, and then that will be my little template for how big I need to make the other pages to go in here. And of course we'll keep that. So I've got some, just want to make sure that I go the right way with some of this. And it all doesn't have to be the same size. You can do this any size that you want. You can make short pages, tall pages. I don't know that I'll use that one. Let me lay that one aside. Oh, let's see. What else? Let's just use a book page. Well, it's a music page and a book page too. So let's tear this. But yeah, you can use whatever size you want. You can just pull out your scraps. That's what I did. This is not anything new. These are all scraps that I've had laying over here. So just pull those out and use those, because that way you're using up your scraps. And we all like to do that, don't we? Okay, let me see. Those are smaller, so we won't use that on this one. This is narrow, so we might save that one for another one. We'll put this in there. I love that crinkle. One of you guys sent this to me. Let's see. Let's fold it a little bit straighter, and then we'll tear it off. I'm just going to tear this little piece off here. And I don't know if this is, well, I don't think I'll tear it. I'll cut it. This stuff does not tear easy. I don't know if this is like, I don't know what kind of paper this is. Let me know in the comments below what kind of paper this is. I like it though. I like the crinkle of it. And yes, crinkle is a word. It is a word in my vocabulary anyway. Let's see. What else shall we use? Let's use a piece of this maybe. This is just some vintage scrapbook paper that I've had probably as old as I am. That is old. Okay, let's tear that off right there. I'm just guessing at it. And I'm not going to put too many pages in mine. Matter of fact, one more and I think that's going to be it. Use a little piece of this. I've got everything stuck to everything. Alright, just a guesstimation. Looks like right there would be good. Okay. Alright, now let's pull this back out. And I'll probably do mine as I go. I think she kind of did hers in an assembly line like thing. I'll probably do mine, finish mine as I go along, because if I don't, I may not get any finished. That crinkle right there. And that piece right there. And that's just where I did some inking. I may turn it this way. I don't mind that inking showing, but I may want that dark in the middle. Now let's make sure this fits in here. Yes, fits perfect. Okay, I'm gonna lay that one aside and we'll finish that up in a second. Let's go ahead and grab this one. I think I have some pieces that are already maybe torn that might fit that one. Let's see if that'll fit that one. It's a little bit wide, so we'll put this and maybe this one. Yeah, that's going to fit perfect in there. So fold that up. Ooh, sounded like somebody just knocked something off the wall. And we'll fold a little piece of book page that I dyed and put in there. And a vintage piece of book page and put in here, maybe. I don't know if this one will actually hold up to it. It's kind of tearing as I'm folding, so I don't know about that one. Put that there. These ledger pages are always good to add in. I think most of these are too short. Let's go ahead and tear this. I need to use the rest of this anyway. We'll put it somewhere. Just include it in, let's include it in that nice little skinny one, this one. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Then let's move some of these aside. And I think some of these will go in that skinny one too. I'll just have to tear them a little bit. That's okay. Right there. Put a little piece of book page in there. I'm going to tear the side off of this. This is a printable from somewhere. Lately it seems like every time I have filmed, we have had some kind of storm. So I don't need to stop filming if we don't want any, if we want more rain. I know a lot of you have said that you're not having any rain, and I hate that for your area because I know a lot of you need rain bad. We have had a lot this July, but now August and all the other months may be completely different. We may not have any. You just don't know. Our weather's very unpredictable. I'm just grabbing out some, this is just some papers that I was sent from, I don't know who. Don't know who or when. I just had them in my stash, and it's a good time to use them up. I think that's enough for that little one. And let's grab a little bit of journal page. Again, I'm guessing at the size. I don't care if it's a little narrow. And I can go back and use these scraps when I do some little clusters and things. Alright, we're also going to use some magazine page. I don't mind putting magazine page in mine. Let's see, I think this is going to be all that I'm going to do for that one. Need to do a little bit more for that one and make some for that one. And I might just need one more piece for that one. Let's see what we have here. I've got a discolored one that my printer is running out of ink, and when it does, for some reason the last part it colors it kind of a purple, which doesn't bother me. I still think it's pretty. And I still use it. I think, yeah, we can use the whole shebang there. And I think that's going to be all for that one. And, yeah, and I might need a couple more for that one. So let's grab maybe a white ledger page. Now let's grab something else. I've used a lot of ledger paper in that one. Let's do some more magazine page. That's okay. And then maybe another piece of scrapbook paper. This is not, I wouldn't really consider this a scrapbook paper because it's very thin, maybe, if that's what you want to call it. It's very, very thin. Alright, that's enough for that one. And then let's do a piece of book page in this one. You notice how precise we're being, right? Not at all. Let's see if I have anything over here that I can, maybe I could put this in there if I tear it. Yeah, that. And then, what else do I have? Okay, let's grab a piece of the very, very brown vintage. This is one of our freebies. Okay, we got 4. I need about one more, I think. Okay, I think I'll put that in there. Maybe. If it looks like it's going to fit. And that. Okay. So let's try our best to fold this somehow. There we go. You don't have to fold both sides up even either. You can fold them different. And then this is just a glycine bag that I had in my scraps. So that's what we're going to use. Alright, let's start with this one since we've already got it kind of put together. Now I'm going to grab my needle and some thread. And I'm probably, what shall I use on here? I may just use some, I think I'll just use some of this white thread, or this is kind of a cream color thread, and it's just a cotton thread, but I'm just going to use that. I think that will work. Now, of course, I want to ink around mine, so that's going to be something that, you know, Rachel doesn't ink hers, and that's okay. She doesn't have to, but I like to ink mine, so I'm going to do a little bit of inking after I put the little signature in. And I'm just punching a couple of holes. I'm not even, well, yeah, I started to say I'm not even going to clip this, but I am now that I remember that I don't have my needle threaded. I need to clip it to hold it just a second. All right, I'll just put our stitch through there. I could use a smaller needle, I guess, but we're just gonna go with this one. It'll work. These are very cute on the inside of your journals, and they add something too, and you can put some little pockets on the inside if you wanted to. Lots of different ways that these can be used. Okay, and then where is my scissors? Just gonna cut that off, and then I tie a double knot like that, and then clip these off. And those little pieces I do keep. Somebody asked me, why do you throw those pieces away? That's wasteful. I keep those. I use them for the top of tags and things like that. So there is that. Oops. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and grab my ink, and I'm going to ink around this. This is Vintage Photo, if you're wondering what the brand is or what color it is. And I'm going to go right over my threads and make them match. I'm telling you, I'm feeling the effects today of getting out in the pool with the kids yesterday. Oh my goodness. All right, now she put some hole reinforcers up here, and then she cut out a little opening and put in a die. So let me grab some of my hole reinforcers if I have any. There's some. Okay, now she put a little hole reinforcer up here, and then she punched a hole and put in an eyelet. So that's what we're going to do. Now my hole reinforcers, they have kind of a big opening, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to go with it. There we go. And then an eyelet. Now I'm just going to go ahead and use the eyelets that are in here. You can use those larger eyelets if you want. I think we have, yeah, I have some right here. But I think that would be a little bit of an overkill for that, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think that'd be a little bit big. I'm just going to use my eyelets that I have here. But use whatever you want in yours. If you want to use the larger ones, that would look pretty too. I'm just going to use what I've got, I think. Oh, maybe not. I don't like that look. Okay, let's grab the big ones. So, let's see. Maybe do a black one in here. It's going to cover up the hole reinforcer, so really I don't have to put that hole reinforcer in there. And then, okay, get back in the hole. Just squish it down. There we go. Don't press too hard on these when you're putting your little eyelet in. A lot of people want to know how you get your eyelet stick correctly. You don't press hard on it. I know some people just keep pressing, and you know, it'll eventually just, I don't know, it just messes up the brad. Plus it makes your paper crinkle and all that kind of stuff around it. So just don't press it so hard. When you feel it kind of give that first time, you know that you've got it in there. Okay, I was going to find the end of this ribbon and use that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find an end to it, so we'll just cut us an end. Let's see. I'm not sure how she did this, how she did her tie, but I'm just going to do mine the way I know to do it. Okay. There we go. And then just wrap this around. And you can bring that over, or you can just wrap it around and tie a bow, whichever one you want. What will we do here? I may wrap one way and one the other, and then tie a bow in the front. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit long, so I'll clip it. That piece will be used for the top of a tag. So there is one. Now, I think she did go ahead and put some flowers and things on hers. Let's see if we have anything. I don't know if I want to put a flower on that or not. I don't want to cover a lot of this up. I may just use one of these vintage tickets, and we have these in the store. Not sure about this particular one, but we have some of those in the store. I'm just going to use one of these. But you could put flowers on them if you wanted. That's what she did. Let's see. I think I want it right there. And I'm not sure about... Now these are stickers. So I used some of them the other day and I didn't realize they were stickers, and I just glued them down, but they're stickers. Alright, we shall look and see if I have a flower or something in here that I want to use. Maybe a little skinny one on that side. Just something narrow. Nope, that's definitely not narrow. Maybe just some greenery. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. We use just some. It's got a few little white flowers on it, and that's fine. And yeah, you could have put this on before you put the lace on, but it still works. Okay, now in order to get this to kind of blend in with the background, what we're going to do is take our little brush. I'm just going to brush over those edges and blend that in. And then these little tips right here, I'll just trim them off. There we go. Okay, so there is one finished. You could put a little label up here too. That'd be cute. Let's see if I have any labels that are cut. Okay, let's just try this label. And I'm going to trim it down. I'm going to trim a lot of that olive green off the edges. Then we'll put a little ink on there to cover up my white core. And there we go. All right. So that is one finished. Now I'm not going to decorate the back of mine because I probably will either clip mine in, or I don't know if I glue it down or clip it in. But you have a little journal on the inside of that. That's super cute. All right, let's do another. Let's just grab this one. Okay, and you can also ink your pages if you want to do that. I'm not going to worry about that part, but I am going to ink the outside. Let's see. I think I will put this in the middle. Lots of journaling space there, and I don't mind that this is at different sizes. That doesn't bother me. So we're going to put that right there. So I'm just going to open it up and clip it down. There we go. Just going to make sure that I have it kind of straight. Now that little piece is going to stick up a little bit, so I may want to trim that off. I think I'll go ahead and do that now before I get started. And I don't mind if they stick up just a little bit. That's not a biggie. I just don't want it to interfere with this fold over here that we've got. Okay, and you can also round these corners if you want. I'm not going to on these because I don't want to lose any of that check. But if you're using, you can make these with just regular scrapbook paper or your printables, anything like that. And then you could round these edges and that would be really, really cute. Okay. I feel like I've got that one really crooked. So let's try to straighten that one up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now again, I'm just going to punch my holes. And you could probably punch your hole with just your needle, but I'm just going to do it this way. I didn't measure, have no clue how far apart I put them or anything like that. I'm not going to worry about that part either. These are just going to be some cute little embellishments for our journals. Okay, so we will go through the center. Oh, yeah, I needed to use a smaller needle. And then back up through the top part. Okay, and then all the way down to the bottom. And then back up through that middle again. And just make sure that you don't split that thread when you come back up through the middle. I think I'm going to grab a smaller needle for the next one because they're getting smaller and I don't want my needle tearing big holes in the paper. Okay, so there is the little booklet for that one. Isn't that cute? This, I know you say, what in the world can you put that in there for? And it's not really upside down, it's just sideways. You can put a piece of paper on this, just tear a little piece of paper and put on that, and then you can do your journaling or whatever on it. You can collage on them. Alright, looks like I put them all in the right way, the wrong way, so that'll be good. They're all in the wrong way. No, there's not really up or a down. This is upside, so I put them all in this way, so that's okay. It'll just be kind of a left-handed journal. Not a problem. Alright. Now we're just going to, I just want to trim this little piece off. It's bugging me. We're going to punch a hole right up here and put an eyelet in. I'm not going to worry about a hole reinforcer on this because it really doesn't need it. But now I might put a smaller eyelet in this one. I don't know. I have to look at it. Or we may just use a white one. Yeah, I don't mind that. We'll just use a white one. I don't have very many opportunities to use white eyelets, so that'll be good. There we go. Alright. Now, we can just do string around this one if we want. What about just some of this string? Oh, I already had a piece cut off. Now that's going to be, I know, way too long, so I want to save part of it, so I'm just going to cut it back. This is some of the thread that came in one of the E-Club kits. You get lots of different things, and you get enough that you can use it to build up your stash too, so that's the good part about it. Now, I don't think this is the actual way that Rachel did hers as far as tying here, but I find that that helps me more than anything because I don't lose my string when I start to pull everything off, if you know what I mean. If I just tie it around it, I lose my string. This way, the string is always attached. Okay. Almost didn't leave myself enough room, did I, to tie. That's okay. That's enough. I mean, it's way enough for anybody who can tie bows. Right. That's good. What are we going to put on here? I don't really want to cover all this up, so I may just put a little flower or label or something up here at the top. Okay, let's just do that. I'll still have this, but I'm just not covering it all up. So let's do that. Now, if you want to take the time to trim out around these little stickers, you can. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do mine like this, and then I just use my ink to kind of color it in, make it blend more with the background. A lot of times it'll blend anyway. See, that one's blending. I don't think that one will need anything because the paper around it and the background is basically the same color. So that looks fine to me. Okay, I may put a little number right here, just a number. These are Tina from Shabby Dabby Doo-Dah. These are her numbers. It's digital that I have purchased. Oh, maybe we'll put it up there. Yeah, I think I'll put it up there. Now, I didn't ink this one before I put the little tie on there, did I? But we're still going to ink it. Oops. I don't mind if my tie gets a little ink on there. That doesn't bother me. And there we go. There's another. Okay, let's try this little baby one. This one is a teeny tiny one. So, let's see. What do we want to start off with? Let's just do a dyed paper, a book page, maybe that, another dyed paper. These are all little scraps that I had. Another little piece, and then we'll put this one in the center, right there. And let me make sure, looks like some of these may be a little bit wide. I'm going to trim this side off just a tiny bit, and I'm just going to use my scissors. And I'm just cutting at it. Okay, that'll work right there. So let's just open this back up, put this down in the little fold there, clip it, and then let me see if I can find a smaller needle. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this little jar. This is where I keep my sewing needles. And let's see, there's one that's got a pretty big eye in there. And I think on these, what I will use, I think I'll just use some regular white thread on these. I don't think that big thread will go through this eye, and this may not. Okay, so we're going to grab some of this thread. Hopefully I'll be able to get this through the eye. They make these needles bigger, but then they make the eye smaller, I think. And I do have a needle threader, but I hate to pull it out. I guess I'm going to have to. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm just changing up some thread. This is going to be a little green thread that I have. It's just like a little crochet thread. Go ahead and poke my holes in here. I did get a little bit smaller needle, but you could always just use a sewing needle on this too. This, I just like the ones with the blunt end because they don't split my thread as much. but you could use just a regular sewing needle. Just pulling that back so I can save some of my thread. And I think our time is up, but we're going to go ahead and finish this one. It's 3:15. I don't know, I'm going to look at my recording time and I'll see if I can just go ahead and finish those other couple. But it's not too long. As Rachel said, the timing is not something that you have to stick to. It's just because she likes sometimes to time herself, and sometimes it's good to time herself on different things just to see how long that it does take us to do a particular project. All right, I pulled out my butterfly book, but I don't really want that. See what we got in our stickers. We might put a mushroom on this one. What would you think about a mushroom? Nope. And you could put your fussy cut flowers on here too. I'm just grabbing these because they're right here in front of me. Oh, I like that one. Okay, we'll put that on there. And then we may put a label on there. I'm not sure. Let me put this on and we'll see. Oh, that's cute. Do we want to put a label on? Okay, let's do this. Let's put that little piece of lace there. And then this little guy on top of that. Let's do that. This is just a little scrap of lace out of my stash. Let's see, which way do I want it to go? That way. And then we're just going to put this label right across the top of it. Okay, now I'm just going to... Alright, there is that. Then we're going to punch a little hole in the top. And I may put a small eyelet in this one since this is a little small booklet. Oh, I know I told you guys about all the wrecks that have been in front of our house since we have lived here. There was another one night before last. It is amazing how many people, I mean, there's not a dangerous curve there or anything. But I don't know if people just don't pay attention or if they're texting or go to sleep. I don't know what the deal is. One lady was texting that had the wreck there, but I don't know this weekend what that lady was doing. Alright, see, I pushed too hard on that little brad because I was used to putting those large ones in. So I've got it a little bit messed up, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to leave it because once I put my string in there, you won't be able to tell. And I think on this one, I may use this string. So I have no idea what she was doing, but she went off on the road on one side. She came back up on the road, went across the road. It took out the neighbor's mailbox. Thank goodness our mailbox wasn't taken out this time. It was somebody else's. Ours taken out every time. And then she flipped twice, hit a tree, and then flipped 2 more times. So, but they said she walked away. I can't even imagine. So I saw all the ambulances and everybody down there, but we didn't go down. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just didn't want to see another one. But I knew it had to be bad because it sounded horrible when she hit. Okay. So, I don't know what they do, but if you come by our house, please be very careful. I'm tired of wrecks down there. Okay. So there is another one. I think that's super cute. I think I only have... Well, I only have one more, I think. No, there's another one right there. I just got it covered up. So we'll do this one. And let's see, what will we put on the front? I think I'll use this for the front page. That is so pretty. And then maybe this. You see how many scraps that you use up when you do this? It's just amazing. And you're making something that's going to be very useful for your journal. So That's the good part about it. Okay, let's see if I've got any. Yep, I've got some a little bit long. We'll just cut those off. Okay. Put it down in here, and then we're going to kind of center it up and then clip it. Where did my clip go? All right. Then we'll go ahead and put our holes in there. And what thread? I think we'll use the green thread again. I kind of liked that. Oops, don't lose it. Okay. I like to pull some of my thread back through so that I don't have so much waste. Okay. All right. There's the little booklet on that one. Isn't that cute? So we'll go ahead and ink this. Once you get your little pieces torn, this goes fast. Now then, let's punch a hole and set an eyelet. And I think we'll go back to a large one on this one. And I think I'll use this taupe looking color here. Okay. There we go. And then what string shall we? This has got a little bit of blue in it, so I think I'm going to grab some of this blue twine. And I don't know that I'll need that much, so we'll cut some of that off. Yeah, that stamp right there has some blue in it, so I think this blue might look good on there. Let me make sure I'm pulling the right string. All right, grab this way and this way. And we'll bring it around and tie it, and I'm just going to cut off that, and I can use that for the top of tags. Cute, like that. Now, what do we want to put on this one? I'm going to see if I've got a Tim Holtz flower that might look good in here. On here. On here. Oh, I don't want to cover that blue up, but look at that. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to put that one down, and then I'm just going to put a label on the top up here somewhere. I don't know if I have a blue label, but I shall check. So I think I'll put it over here on this side. This has got more blue on that, so I'll put it on the opposite side. Oh yeah, I like that. Yes, I like that. And now I just like a little number or something right there, but I'm not sure if I have anything in blue. I think I've already used all of my blue up. We'll see. Maybe a stamp. Ooh, maybe a stamp there. That's the White House. Let's use one a little bit different color blue. I think that one would look better. It's more this color blue. So we'll just put a stamp there. Oops. If it doesn't stick to my finger, we'll put it there. Yeah, I like that. Got some blues in there. Okay, I think, let's see if I only have one more. If I have one more, we might go ahead and do it. I actually have two more. Okay, let's do this one, and then that may be all that we do. We may run out of time on this one. I don't want to get the video too long. And I mean, we've already run out of the 45-minute time, but I just don't want to get the video like an hour, because I know you guys have got lots of important stuff that you need to do. You don't need to be watching me all day long, even though I love it, but okay. Put that in there, and then I'm just going to put that glassine bag right in the middle, I think. And I need to see if this is going to be the right size. Yes, I do believe. I've got a little bit hanging over up here at the top, so I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, all right. Let's clip that in there, and I can make that little glassine bag into a pocket. That'd be cute. Okay, punch there, and punch there. And again, I think I'm just going to go back with the green thread. It seems to be working good. It's not too thick, and I've got an abundance of it, so. Whoops, I lost my thread. It doesn't help if the needle goes through and the thread doesn't. Alright, let's put an eyelet in here, and I may put some more lace in this one. This one seems to be calling for lace for some reason. Ooh. My hands are shaking. And I think I'm going to use the taupe one again. I think it'll go good with that. We have these large eyelets in all different colors. Cool metal, cool gray, black, brown. I don't remember what this one is. I think this one is the cool metal. I'm not sure. Maybe the gray. Melina can tell you. She orders and puts all of that in, so she knows much more than I do about what's in the shop. I used to have to keep up with all of that, and now that she does, it's a big load off of me. Alright, let's hope I left enough. I think I did. Maybe. We'll see. I got plenty more if I didn't. Okay, that around that way, that around that way. And bring this up. And just tie it. Let's see if I can get it. See if I can get my knot tied across instead of up and down. Or my bow, I should say, not my knot. That will work. Trim just a tiny bit of that off, a little bit of an angle, and I think that'll work. And now I do want to put something on this. Let's see, let's grab a flower. And again, I'm going to go to my maybe Tim Holtz flowers. Ooh, I see a pink. Let's see what that would look like. I've got a little bit of this paper sticking out over here, so I'm just going to trim that off. And I think I might go with that flower. Ooh, I like that. I may even put one on the other side. I may go a little crazy. Let's see what we have that we might can put on the other side. Not sure about that one. What about this one? Oh yeah, that'll work. It's got the pinks and the blues. It'll work. I'm going to trim a little bit of that off at the bottom, just because I don't want it to go, the rows to go up under there, and that's a little bit long down there. So we'll just trim a little bit of that off with that stem, not a problem. And this one, I want it to be shorter than that one, so I'm going to trim a little bit of this one off as well. Like that. And then if you just put ink back on the bottom of those, never know the difference. Okay, now we need a little label. Let's see, is that crooked? I think I trimmed this one a little crooked right here, so we're gonna take a little bit of that off. There we go. Need a little label for up there. Okay, I'm gonna go into these and see if I can find a label that I like. Oh, look at this. That pink with that pink. Ooh, I like that. So that done it right there. Don't have to look any further. And I know that may be supposed to fold over, but we're going to leave it just like that. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, look at that. I like that one. Okay, I think that is all that we're going to do. We've got one more actually ready to put together. I'll put that one together off camera because it is almost an hour now and I don't want to go over an hour. So this is what we made. I think they're so cute. They're ready for your journal. They're all finished up and ready for the journal. You can clip them in, or you can glue down just the 3 sides and have another pocket in the back and have a little notebook inside. You can do it a lot of different ways. Alright guys, that is this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that little bell if you want to be notified when we put up new videos. And don't forget, you have to be a subscriber in order to participate in our 70,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click on that subscribe button now. You don't want to miss the chance to win a $100 gift card to Amazon. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.